saying, que je suis moins éloquent, moins éloquent, but internet.
Kur nuk kam qenë HB, po HB ti kam shokët e mi e vëllezërit e mi, jemi rritur.
Welcome back to the video, people. I'm ready for this video, so if you are ready as well, sit back, relax, and let's get this video started. In today's video, we are going to be looking at Gucci, whose real name is Fabian Cucci, who was originally born in Albania, but moved to London at a young age. Recently, Gucci has been blowing up on TikTok with him doing his lives and gaining thousands of views with people all over the world watching and interacting with him. Many people are asking, who is this guy, and why is he blowing up on social media? This is the reason why. In the late 1990s, there would be conflict between Albania and Serbia, which is primarily rooted in the Kosovo dispute. Kosovo, an autonomous province within Serbia, was home to a majority ethnic Albanian population, and tensions between Albanians and Serbs had been growing for years. Many people in Albania were being attacked, and with some even being killed because of this war. This made the residents living in Albania fearing for their life and their family's life, and would lead to many Albanians fleeing to Kosovo to survive, and eventually make a fake passport, saying they are from Kosovo instead of Albania, to be able to travel to England, as it was much easy for them to enter England. This made a lot of Albanians move to London to seek a better future for their life and family's life. But it would not go as they expected it for some families, as they thought bringing their children to London for a better life would work. But it did not, as many of them would turn to the streets and become gang members. This would be the start of Fabian Cucci, also known as Gucci. Gucci would arrive to the UK and begin living in London with his family, and by the time he was 17, Gucci would commit a vicious crime on another individual and be arrested by police. In the year 2009, 3 men would be arrested after stabbing a man and dousing him with acid over an online interaction he had with one of the attacker's sisters. On the day of the attack, Mohamed Vakas, who was the brother of the sister, Mohamed Adil and Fabian Cucci, would make their way to Leytonstone and would be waiting for the victim to arrive, as the sister, who was communicating with the victim through Facebook, would be married the whole time, and eventually get caught after her husband, who is named Shakil Abbasi, would find out about this and would persuade her into luring the victim to come to Leytonstone to see her. The 3 men would wait for the victim to arrive, and once the victim would arrive to the location, they would quickly attack him and would stab him multiple times and beat him up before sulfuric acid was poured over him. It would leave the victim with 47% burns and would nearly die from this attack, but luckily survive. The victim would be left blind in his right eye, suffered facial fractures, and had to have both ears amputated. Witnesses would say they saw the victim begging for help, with his clothes in tatters and literally falling off him from the acid and blood coming from his nose and eyes and covering his bare chest. The witness told police the figure looked like a cross between a zombie from a horror movie and the Incredible Hulk. The victim would tell the court the relationship did not go beyond kisses and touching, as Mrs. Khatoon made it clear she did not want to have sexual relations. Mohamed Vakas, who was 26 at the time, from Walthamstow, was given a 30-year sentence for conspiracy to murder. Mohamed Adil, who was 20, from Walthamstow, and Fabian Cucci, who was 17, from Harlesden, got 13 and 8-year sentences for conspiracy to cause grievous bodily harm. Luckily for Adil and Gucci, they would both be found not guilty of conspiracy to murder. Before I show the picture of the victim after the damage had happened to him, if you do not like looking at these kind of things, then please look away. This would be the outcome of the victim's face after the attack was done to him. I have decided not to name the victim for respect, and wish him the best with his life and health. Gucci would spend a few years behind bars, and would soon then be released from prison early, and be making his way back to the normal world, but would find himself in trouble again, and in the year 2014, Gucci would be arrested by police again for burglary after targeting a house. On July 13, 2014, Gucci and 3 other associates, 2 adults and 1 teenager, would arrive to Shane Treby's Chatham home after believing there would be cash inside the property. The 4 would all be wearing balaclavas and be armed with weapons, including a sawn-off shotgun and a handgun. The victim, Mr. Treby, who had armed himself with a samurai sword, would be left unconscious from being repeatedly beaten with the pistol stock. The victim could be heard crying out in pain, as his girlfriend and daughters, aged 3 and 5, cowered in a bedroom at the flat in Street End Road. The gang members would only manage to steal a watch, but would then steal the victim's car, which would be a Jaguar, but would not get very far, as minutes later, they would be arrested by armed officers in Maritime Close. A year later, the 4 arrested would be sentenced to prison. Fabian Cucci was jailed for 4.5 years. Ellis Oscar was jailed for 4.5 years. Albion Curti got 3.5 years in jail, and James Benjamin was sentenced to 12 months. During this time of his sentencing, Gucci would be a part of the group known as Hellbanians. I won't go into too much detail about them in this video, but if you would like me to, then let me know in the comments. The Hellbanians are a group based in East London, Gascoigne Estate in Barking, and are known for being a deadly gang, with the gang having links to the Albanian mafia, with them being the street enforcers. The group are always called Narcos, due to the amount of cocaine they are distributing all over the world and in London, and are always flashing money and expensive cars in their music videos, as they have 2 popular rappers in the group, who are known as Vins and Stealth. The group have seized control of Britain's cocaine market, as the group have links to the Latin drug cartels, which makes them protected in London. Gucci would become a member of the Hellbanians group, with him being with other Hellbanians members whilst in jail. Gucci would get out on early release after 2 years, and would begin being in the music videos of Vins and Stealth, and hanging out with the group by showing off his lifestyle on the internet for people to see. Gucci would not be getting caught by the police for a while until the year 2020, when Gucci and fellow Hellbanians members would be jailed for a raid on rival gang's cannabis factory. Gucci and a group of men would arrive to the cannabis factory to steal the crops from there on November 27, 2018, at around 4 a.m., and after 4 minutes of being in there, police officers would arrive to the scene, as an off-duty officer would witness the aggravated burglary occurring, and quickly grab Gucci and 2 other members named Azin Daishi and Artie Sheda, who is one of the important and known members of Hellbanians, whilst the other members involved would be able to escape from the scene. Azin Daishi was jailed for 6 years and 8 months, Artie Sheda was jailed for 2 years and 9 months in prison, and Gucci was jailed for 6 years and 4 months behind bars after pleading guilty. As of 2024, Gucci is currently out of prison, and is now sad he has left that life behind him, and is no longer a member of Hellbanians, and has said he is sorry for everything he has done, and is a changed man. Let me know what you guys think. Is he telling the truth, or is he lying? Thanks for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you lot in the next video. Have a nice day.